As soon as he started thanking wrestlers, the first guy I thought of was Mick Foley falling off that Hell in a Cell cage. First one I thought of. By the time he got to the end, I said, why didn't he mention Mick Foley? That was one of the greatest Hell in a Cell moments of all time.
The Undertaker, just a phenomenal Hall of Fame speech. It lasted for about an hour and a half, and it didn't seem like it was that long. Though. It was so good. It was more like a TED talk, more than a Hall of Fame speech. But it was phenomenal. I enjoyed every bit of it. Me as a firm believer. He when he was mentioning Michelle McCool and how she restored his relationship with Christ, and I popped for that. That was my best part of the speech. And another part that he was talking, he went through a bunch of wrestlers and things like that. It was giving some credit to Shawn Michaels, Triple H. And he mentioned different matches. He didn't mention the Boiler Room Brawl, so he gave Mick Foley some type of credit there, some type of acknowledgement. But Noelle Foley went to social media and she posted multiple tweets about not being happy that The Undertaker did not mention Mick Foley by name. Bill, your thoughts on Noelle Foley's thoughts?
I'm with her. There's several thoughts I have about this. I thought his speech was brilliant. But to the kids that are out there that watch this, who is this guy? This isn't The Undertaker. This is Mark Calloway. I thought The Undertaker was The Undertaker in real life. I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, right? The kids that watch.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They don't know that there's a guy under the guise of The Undertaker. Yeah. So that bothered me a little bit. Again, his speech was brilliant. As soon as he started thanking wrestlers, the first guy I thought of was Mick Foley falling off that Hell in a Cell cage. First one I thought of. By the time he got to the end, I said, why didn't he mention Mick Foley? That was one of the greatest Hell in a Cell moments of all time. How, Foley gave his body for The Undertaker and he in their match. So I agree with her 100%. I don't know why he wasn't mentioned, but even the next night when he came out and it looked like maybe he was going to put the Undertaker hat on and come back and tombstone somebody, I was just very surprised that they kept him as Mark Calloway the entire time.
Very interesting. Vince?
Man, it's weird, Chris, because knowing him, God, I can't see him sliding anybody, especially if he's talking about God. In this, I can't see him sliding anybody. But bro, when you look at that long, lustrous career, bro, there's a lot of people he's got to name. But is it? I mean, Mick Foley is so obvious. It's not like he had a little run. I mean, it was so obvious. But like I said, man, knowing him, I can't believe for a second he tried to slight Mick. So I really don't know what was behind it, man. I really don't.
Sometimes, and we've all been in this situation, you prepare something, you go in front of a crowd, and by the time you get backstage or whatever, you go like, damn, I forgot to.
Yeah.
Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, before they were Rock and Roll Express, before they were inducted into the Hall of Fame, I was with them back in the reception room, and they said, hey, Bill, we're going to mention you because with those magazines, you guys really got us going. By the end of the speech, there was no I said, don't mention me, mention the magazine, please. They got back there and they said, damn, we forgot.
Yeah.
So maybe it was an I forgot moment.
I think it was just an oversight. I personally just think it was an oversight.
Maybe it'll be the next match. No, maybe see. Now we're wrestling.
There you go. Never say never.
But Chris, on the other side of that coin, if it was an oversight, and I want to believe it was an oversight, I want to believe that somebody had to smarten him up on Noelle's comments. So you would think he would come back and say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure.
And
On social media.
to your point, if I'm not mistaken, I think Foley forgot to mention his wife on his.
That's what Noelle said.
Yeah. So Foley forgot to mention his own wife in his Hall of Fame speech. So we're talking about oversights here.
Yeah.
You should mention your wife first. So, that makes sense. But I think he did, to your point, Vince, I think he did make up for it, with a post on social media right after saying, okay, oops, So
he did say something?
Yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he did say something.
Okay, cool.
You're saying Mark Calloway apologized?
No, Foley did, about his wife.
Oh, I thought I'm talking about Taker.
No. That's what I'm saying. To your point, Foley did post something about his wife after the oversight, but to your point, Taker could have. Because he's active on social media now too, so he could have mentioned Mick Foley.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Now there you go. We're good now. We're good.
I screwed up. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So how would you, Bill? How would you have integrated the Undertaker in the Hall of Fame speech? Because you're right. Up until the very end, we saw 100% Mark Calloway, and then we saw the Undertaker at the very end. How would you have integrated the two within the Hall of Fame speech?
That's, as I said, as he was going up the ramp, he should have gotten the hat, put it on, turned around, put the eyes up like he always does, come back and tombstone the ring announcer or something. Just give him the Undertaker and leave as the Undertaker, not as Mark Calloway. And on night 2, even more so. He came out, without the gimmick and everything. And for a minute, I thought he was going to do something. He was going to put on the, but it never happened. And I'm not the only person who said that. But again, to be honest with you, his speech was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was really good.